Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Entropy423, and in today's video I'm going to be covering the 1.07 update that Modern Warfare just released. But before we get started, if you are not subscribed to the channel, it would help out a lot if you subscribe down below. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and in the comment section, comment if you want to see more informational videos like this. So without further ado, let's get right into the patch notes. Starting off with a big one, Call of Duty has decided to nerf claymores.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because...
And this is really good, especially for those of you who play aggressive. And so let's get into a little bit of detail on how they nerf these things. So as it says here, detonating an enemy claymore with bullets is now non-lethal when at full health, meaning if you come up on a claymore and you shoot it with your weapon, it will not kill you. It also says we've also reduced the trigger and damage radius and also reduced the damage width to better match the trigger width. And this basically means the little red like lasers that come out of the claymore is the exact damage radius that a claymore will deliver. So this is really good for Call of Duty, I think, and it really helps a lot of people like myself not rage quit. So moving on to another big topic that was discussed before this patch, we're going to talk about battle chatter. Basically, battle chatter is the they're over here, or they're in the doghouse, they're in the docks. Like those types of call outs that the operator makes in game. And so what they did with this is they somewhat nerfed it in a sense, and they made it to where the enemy cannot hear your team call out where people are, because that could give them a location on where your teammate is. And this is a really good update for the game, I think. They also want to make more improvements in the future, and like it says here, they're going to continue to monitor and make additional tweaks to the battle chatter and future updates. I think this is really helpful for competitive especially. Alright, so now let's talk about some smaller details that are actually really helpful. So first off is the mounting. There's a slight increase to recoil while mounting. I really feel like this needed to happen. I thank the Lord that they did, because mounting was really overpowered, especially for people who are not really good at the game. So it didn't really create a whole skill gap essentially with mounting, and with this update they created a little bit more of a skill gap when it comes to mounting. So now, a minor detail that some people don't talk about is the lighting in this game. Personally, I think the lighting is really terrible in some maps because it's super dark. And so right here in the lighting it says that they fixed this, and I think they're headed in the right direction with this patch. Now heading on to a huge patch, the footsteps. So the footsteps before this patch were really just all over the place and super loud. So they kind of filtered this out, and you can hear people behind you better, and you cannot hear your teammates as loud. But also it says here that they're going to update it in the future, so that's great. I really think that they need to change a lot with the footsteps. Alright, so a huge deal that a lot of people were having was the 725 shotgun and the M4A1. These guns just needed to get nerfed, and that's what they did here. On the 725 they increased the ADS speed and hip spread. On the M4A1 they reduced damage range, and there's a small recoil increase. I really think this needed to happen, and I was testing it out in some matches earlier, and it seems like it takes one more bullet from about 30 meters to kill them. Used to, you were able to shoot somebody from very far away with like 4 bullets and kill them really quickly with the M4. So this is a great patch for the game, I think, and it really makes you kind of want to use other weapons now that this M4 has been nerfed, so that's good for the game. Alright guys, so those were all the major patch notes. Now I'm going to show you some gameplay of me just slaying out in gunfight, and tomorrow I've ordered a little face cam thingamajigger, and so that's going to come in, and I'm going to do another video doing my settings and showing those off to you guys, because I really believe that settings is a huge deal for this game and can really change your gameplay. So watch out for that vid tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to show you this gameplay of me just slaying out. Alright, this guy's gonna go for the jump snipe, guarantee it. Yep.
Nice. Also, your side.
Oh my.
Oh, I thought it was
This shot was actually kind of nasty.
He killed you?
Oh my god. That kid just
Nice,
got
bro.
clipped.
Got him.
He's so
Is that your
relaxed.
first win?
That's all I'm saying, bro. Go back to
Actually,
Black Ops
20
4.
and 0.